So let's simplify some of this. 2 squared is 4 times 3 is 12a minus 4. Two minus 1 is 1 to the negative 1/2. Okay, let's try this. 1 to the negative 1/2 is the same thing as 1 over 1 to the 1/2, which is 1 over square root of 1. Square root of 1 is 1, so it's just 1 over 1, which equals 1. So I just get 1/2 k on this side. So did that help any?
Yep.
How does that help? I have 2 variables, but now I have 2 equations in 2 variables. So I'm going to put these together, solve a system of equations.
So you just plug the value of k into this equation?
Correct. So I'm going to get 12a minus 4 equals 1/2. Then I'm going to plug in k from the other thing.
So it doesn't matter that they're different?
Doesn't matter what?
If they're different, this one?
No, they're all, this is just all information. Even though one's checking for continuity and one's checking for differentiability, they're helping each other. So here would be 8a minus 7. So let's solve for a. What do I need to do?
Distribute.
I could distribute, or I could double everything. So you see I have 1/2. I can take this side and multiply by 2, and that gets rid of that. So then that would be, distribute the 2, 24a minus 8 equals 8a minus 7.
Put the a's together.
Yeah, the a's, yes. So I'm going to do minus a. And what else can I do in the same step? Add 8. So 24a minus 8a gives me 16a equals 1. So a equals a equals 1/16. So that gives me the a value. How do I find the k value? Come down here, plug in the value of a. So k is going to equal 8 times 1 over 16 minus 7. 8 over 16 is 8, and 16 cancel out partially, so that I'm reduced with 1/2 minus 7. One half minus how do I do this? 1/2 minus 7.
Make a denominator.
So what is 7 with a common denominator?
14.
So A equals 1 over 16, K equals negative 13 over 2. Easy, could have just guessed that. Not really. So those numbers aren't always that difficult. Okay? Sometimes a problem like this is generally easier, but the idea is the same. We just showed that it's differentiable because the two slopes are going to be equal now. And it's going to be continuous because they're going to equal each other if those A values are the same. Or if A is 1/16, K is negative 13 over 2. Okay, moving on. Questions on this one? What's this one about? Hmm? What is this problem about? This is the PVA problem. PVA, position, velocity, acceleration. So one of these, I have a table of values. One of them is position. Which one's position? X of t. T is just time. So this one's just time. This one is position. And x prime is velocity. Okay. So where is this particle at time 0? It's at x equals 2. So it's on the x-axis. And at time 0, it's at x equals 2. So it starts off at x equals 2. And which direction is it moving at x equals 2? Or at the very, very beginning? So here, let me summarize that again. What I just said. X of 0 equals 2 means that at the start, t equals 0, so the very beginning, we know that x equals 2. So it's starting at x equals 2 on the axis. Now what I'm asking is, which direction is it going? What is the velocity? So at start, t equals 0, x equals 2, and the velocity, x prime, equals negative 1. So what does that mean? Is it going to the left or to the right? Why? Negative velocity means you're going to the left. Any questions? So Vanessa, what does positive velocity mean?
It's going to the right.
Correct. What does, Jocelyn, what does 0 velocity mean?
It's not moving.
Right. Did you say it's not moving?
Yeah.
Okay. That means it's at rest or changing directions. It's just hanging out. All right. So let's ask this question. So for how many values c in the interval is x of c equal to 1? What type of problem does this sound like?
Oh, like that one we did yesterday. The easy one. The one you had like all
The dough.
yeah, the good one.
What's it called?
The intermediate value zero. No.
Yeah, IVT.
Really?
Yeah, it's just saying, does this cross 1 at all? Does this cross y equals 1 or x is 1? I would think so, but I'm not sure. So I'm interested on what interval?
Between -2 and 6.
Between -2 and 6. So why don't you draw a little graph to see if it'll cross +1. So that's the easiest thing to do. First draw a graph of those points.
I think this is the most pink classroom in the entire school. I walked by.
I'll take it
How
You graph all the positions.
yeah.
So -2, 5. Where are you interested in seeing the crosses? So does it ever cross 1?
I don't think it crosses.
Y equals 1 or
Okay, so here.
it does cross y equals 1.
I'm
because
looking-
it has to go through-
I'm looking for when x is equal to 1. So I'm interested in this row. So this IVT problem is going to, so this IVT problem, all you're doing is finding between what two values where will there be a 1 in this highlighted row.